Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Hope you all are doing good. So आज के वीडियो में कुछ अलग है, कुछ स्पेशल है. So what we have brought for today's video is details regarding how you can invest in real estate. तो सी एवरी मिडिल क्लास फैमिली, ठीक है, हर एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली पर्सन का ये ड्रीम होता है टू हैव हिज और हर ओन हाउस. खुद के सर पे एक छत चाहिए, खुद की छत. मिडिल क्लास पीपल दे लिव इन रेंटेड हाउस, दे लिव इन कंपनी अकोमोडेशंस. काफ़ी अलग अलग वेराइटीज़ रहती है, राइट. बट सबके मन में एक अपनी ड्रीम होती है कि आई शुड हैव माई ओन रियल एस्टेट, आई शुड हैव माई ओन प्रॉपर्टी. ठीक है, बट लुकिंग एट द प्राइजेज ऑफ रियल एस्टेट, द प्राइजेज ऑफ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी, इट्स रियली डिफिकल्ट टू accumulate that big corpus and then buy that property. एंड अगर लोन ले लो तो देन इट इज अगेन ऑल टुगेदर अ डिफरेंट मेंटल स्ट्रेस. सैलरी आई, ईएमआई कटती जा रही, कटती जा रही, कटती जा रही. दैट्स ऑल टुगेदर अ डिफरेंट साइकिल, राइट. सो आज हम वीडियो में ये डिस्कस करेंगे कि कैसे हम हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्ट करके भी रिटर्न्स अक्यूमुलेट कर सकते हैं. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस. सो व्हाट आर द बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स टू ओन अ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी और टू बाय अ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, एक तो हमें करोड़पति होना पड़ेगा. वी शुड हैव अ ह्यूज सम ऑफ कैश, ठीक है. सेकेंड, we should have ample amount of time to search for different properties, to search in different localities, right. If I'm staying in city A, right, so city A में मैं 10 अलग अलग localities में जाऊंगा, नियर बाय एरियाज में जाऊंगा टू सी विच लोकेलिटी इज गुड, विच एरिया इज गुड, विच इज नियर टू माई होम, विच इज नियर टू माई चिल्ड्रंस ऑफ school, which is near to my wife's home or near to my wife's office accordingly, right. Third thing, I'll need a broker who can help me look after different properties. वो मुझे suggest करेगा which is the good property, which is at a correct and prime location, and I can invest there or I can buy that, right. Next one is the legal documentation, paperwork. And then comes, see, अगर खुद के लिए रहने के लिए then it is fine, but if you have bought this for investment purpose, तो अगेन उसे लीज आउट करने के लिए, रेंट पे देने के लिए, अगेन सम लीगल डॉक्यूमेंटेशन वर्क एंड ऑल दैट. एंड देन अल्टीमेटली यू विल बी एबल टू रेंट दैट आउट. बट रेंट करने के बाद भी उसका अलग झंझट, whether we get the monthly rental payments or not. If not, then being behind the person whom we have given on rent, or say having unwanted fights, unwanted discussions for recovering the rent, right. So this is a basic requirement that any person who either occupies the house property for his own stay or for renting out for investment purpose. अब अगर मैं बोलूँ कि ये सब रिक्वायरमेंट्स मुझे नहीं चाहिए एंड स्टिल आई कैन इन्वेस्ट इन प्रॉपर्टी एंड आई कैन गेट दोज रिटर्न्स, मतलब मुझे तब भी रेंटल इनकम जैसी इनकम आ सकती है, मुझे तब भी हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में कैपिटल एप्रिसिएशन जैसी इनकम आ सकती है. इफ आई से दैट, देन डजंट इट साउंड लाइक कूल? यस, आई वांट टू बी फ्री फ्रॉम ऑल दीज हैसल फेसल एंड आई वांट अ hassle free return from house property because I think real estate will do good in coming years. वैसे भी अभी लुकिंग एट करंट सिनेरियो, स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करने जैसा तो रहा नहीं है. Though we should ideally trust the stock markets as well. Indian economy will definitely flourish. Like, so see, current scenario में Russia Ukraine war that is impacting the market now. Again, it's in a bit severe mode, right? And the other one is the inflation thing. So US Fed का जो impact आ रहा है, that is even impacting the Indian market. So these two corrections are actually bringing the market down. But this is really short term. Looking at the longer run, Indian economy has a lot more scope than this, and also real estates definitely has. So let's understand what is the basic thing that we need to understand to have hassle-free return from real estate. So we can basically have returns while investing in REITs. Okay, so now the question will come: what basically is REITs? So REITs is basically a sort of mutual fund, okay, whereby you don't need to do any research. There is an expert. The expert will do the research work. You only need to have a small ticket size. You don't need crores of rupees to invest in REITs. Even with a small ticket size, you can invest in REITs. Diversification का एक advantage है. You don't need to invest only in one property, right? Even if I start with, suppose, say 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, that 10,000 rupees will get accumulated from multiple people, from people like you, me, and rest of other people who are watching this video right now. So उन सबका amount accumulate होगा, corpus will be generated, and then corpus will be used in investing in multiple properties in multiple cities, multiple locations. Correct. So diversification का भी एक plus point रहेगा. So this basically is the arrangement that we have in REITs. Coming to the benefits of REITs. So REITs may basically, the main benefits are that it majorly holds the commercial properties. So see, residential property does not have that much growth in terms of investment, but when we come to commercial property, definitely the return yield on a commercial property is way higher than than that of residential property. The second benefit is that, see, as it is monitored by SEBI, there are three basic requirements that the REIT expert, the REIT asset holder or asset manager should facilitate. One is the major holding in commercial property. The next is that it should be a rented property. And the third one is those should be already completed projects. तो यहाँ पे कौन कौन से रिस्क चले गए? सी, रेसिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी में देयर कैन बी अ रिस्क कि वो रेसिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टी का ऑक्यूपेंसी पूरा नहीं रहे, तो वी माइट नॉट हैव द इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्रॉम दैट प्रॉपर्टी इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिटर्न यील्ड. The next one is rented property है, so definitely they have to invest in those properties, those are already rented out. एंड द थर्ड वन इज कंप्लीटेड प्रोजेक्ट्स है. तो अगर कोई ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट है जिसमें हमने गलती से इन्वेस्ट कर दिया एंड दैट प्रोजेक्ट गेट्स ऑन होल्ड, राइट, तो अगेन हमारा इन्वेस्टमेंट इज एट रिस्क. So all these basic three conditions are put in by SEBI, due to which we are putting our money in safe hands, because these conditions safeguard us from those three basic defaults that can go wrong. Now, since this REITs, they basically invest in any property. We can invest even via small ticket size, and brokerage, paperwork, everything is something that trust manages. So basically, REIT का full form क्या है? First of all, I missed to quote that. So REIT is nothing but real estate investment trust. Okay. So जो भी trust manage करते हैं, the managers who are managing these trusts, they look after all the brokerage thing, all the paperwork, all the legal agreements, everything they look after that. So all the hassle of the paperwork is also not there. Rent received, not received, all that headache is also borne by the trust guys, the person who's actually managing the trust. We'll have our returns. So now the question will come, what basically are the returns in this REITs? So the REITs are having basically three type of return. One is the rent and yield. As good as, see, if I own a property, suppose say I'm owning a shop in XYZ complex. Now that shop, if I'm renting it out to somebody, I may receive suppose 1 lakh rupees per month as the rental income. So upon the total investment that I'm doing, I'm receiving a percentage of that investment as my rental yield. Accordingly, I'll receive the same in REITs. The next one is capital appreciation. So suppose I've taken a property of 1 crore rupees in 2002, and now we are standing in 2022, whereby the property value has come to 1.7 crore rupees, that is 1 crore 70 lakhs. So that 70 lakh rupees is the capital appreciation. Accordingly, my income will even include that component. And the last one is the dividend income, whatever they give out. SEBI has also put in one more condition for these trust people. So what is that? That 90% of the overall profit after the expenses, charges, and the fees that is leviable to the trust, 90% of the total profit should be distributed to the investors who are actually invested in these REITs. So again, that is a plus point. Next comes the main advantage, the main crucial advantage that will actually relieve you and me from the stress of blocking funds. So see, many times up, see, as this is a new option, we might think कि पैसा मेरा फंस जाएगा, right? Look at PPF or look at ELSS. So all that places we have to invest it for a lock-in period, right? अब यहाँ पे कोई लॉक इन पीरियड नहीं है. इट इज एज गुड एज investing in stocks. I have bought suppose say 100 shares of Reliance. I can sell the same shares next day, or I can sell the same shares next minute, right? So REITs are also easily tradable on the exchanges, and they can be easily converted to liquid cash as good as our stock sale and purchase. So again, this is a very good plus point. So hope you liked the video, and hope this video actually helped you to understand the concept of REITs, the benefits engrossed therein, and the conditions levied by the central authority to make this functionable and good in terms of investor protection. So to all the to be landlords and landladies, hope you'll start investing in REITs, and hope you'll share our videos with your friends and families to spread this knowledge. Thank you. We'll be out with a new video tomorrow. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe.